Arizona is not the same Arizona it was 14 years ago. Today, my home, Arizona, is an organized, strategic, expansive, collaborative, organizing ecosystem of community members.
From a one-woman shop to tripling our staff and supporting the development of the launch of state-based youth civic engagement collaboratives, youth tables, and continuing to tailor our strategies to reflect the social and racial issues impacting young people today.
As a testament to our commitment and dedication to each other, to our work, and to those we serve. Organizing, experimenting, a ton of cajoling, and aligning. Much of that has happened in the conference halls of FCCP over the last 4 decades.
This is my first time here. I'm actually only 4 months into my job, even though I've worked here previously. But it's been great to be in community with folks who are very clear-eyed about the threats that are facing the country and individual states and communities, and not afraid to talk about what's needed to actually succeed and to win and to deliver the stuff that we need to have a real robust multiracial democracy. And so it's not every space, most spaces don't have that level of authenticity and honesty, and so it's nice.
But I'm so glad to be in partnership with you all in this movement, organize and mobilize. Soon we'll get to recognize some amazing movement leaders and gear up for another great day of breakout sessions.
The door opens somewhat for a more progressive agenda to be advanced. But we don't always see that play out. And so what are some of the opportunities that we have to be able to resource, build infrastructure, ensure that progressive electoral victories actually translate?
There's no such thing as a start. Everything's building off of what's already been done and already been said. So we want to sort of continue to snowball and make sure that we're building some shared knowledge and some shared wisdom.
And I would also say it's been a really great opportunity to just engage in a really important conversation in such a pivotal year like 2024 in itself. And I self-identify as Gen Z, so for me to also learn from other folks who have been here for multiple years and to see the strategies that they've been thinking about, to think about other tactics and ways to really engage with our communities right now, because we get to be on the front lines, on the ground, engaging with our team, but to also talk about it in a more expansive and really fruitful way, feels so rewarding. So I am very grateful for this experience, and just really glad to be here.
And so I'm so grateful for the partnership. And so it is my absolute pleasure. I started this morning thinking about how can we have as many local voices to be a part of this experience as possible.
We have an unwavering commitment to making sure our government is working to make the lives of families, communities, and people better.
Potential power. And what is potential power is something that we all have, everybody has.
But the only reason we're building power is to wield it. And the wielding part looks different than the building part. And if all you're doing is building and not wielding, you lose it.
We have been here before, right here in Arizona. We have seen when people fight back and win.
Morally aligned and connected philanthropic community
carry that to freedom.
Sharing space
with funders, I thought was really, and on an equal level. Because a lot of times philanthropy is, one is automatically a power structure, but here it felt a little bit more even. So I really loved that about this.
When we talk about democracy, it's those fourth and fifth T's that are critical. What happens from election day until inauguration day, and then how do we dream about the democracy that we deserve afterwards? Remind people, the insurrection did not happen on election day, it happened on January 6th.
We recognize that we need to be able to talk about how is power working at the local context, at the regional context, and statewide.
Message for our organizations and our movement, we need to buck convention because business as usual is not going to win the day.
Change the life of our communities and change the future of our kids.
We need to invest in these red states. We need to invest in the rural and ex-urban deep democracy counties that we know can lead us to a broad-scale democracy and social movement.
There's a lot higher percentage of folks of color, working class folks in those communities that have not been funded traditionally by philanthropy, but there are also our communities across the state.
Who wants to fund real reproductive justice? All that requires action, unrestricted C4 action.
Friends, colleagues, allies, all to speak, but also to me personally. And thank you, because you all make this work. You all make this work. It's so valuable to me, and I appreciate you. So thank you, and please get home safe. We'll see you next year in Alabama.